It's Max from Screaming Cinema and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a 4K review of Halloween from Scream Factory. This is one of their 5 Halloween films that they're releasing on 4K this October. Best Buy dropped it early, so I had to snag it up, and I want to share with you some screen grabs, talk about the 4K scan, the audio. I haven't got a chance yet to check out the Blu-ray disc number 1 and 2. The first one has the new 4K scan of the original camera negative. The second one has the original color timing presentation, as well as the extended TV cut with the inserts in standard definition. So haven't checked out those, but I have got a chance to check out the 4K disc and just want to share my thoughts with you. Let me know if I think it's worth a pickup, since this is the one that I saw online quite a bit. That was one that people weren't sure about grabbing, since it did just come out in 4K back in 2018. So stick around, check out the screen grabs, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Have tons more coming, including Halloween 2, 3, 4, and 5 just this next month, on top of all of my Halloween content I have coming out. So let's do this. So before I talk about my thoughts on the review, just kind of wanted to outline what's happening here. We're going to be sharing screen grabs from the film, some of the more iconic moments, some key moments of the film, some areas that are really bright and really dark, to kind of give you an example of what kind of picture quality it is and how it looks in those bright light moments, as well as the dark moments. So starting with the scan, it's a 2021 new scan from the 4K scan of the original negative, supervised by Dean Cundy. Some things that I think you can probably see here as well. I know a lot of people weren't extremely happy on the previous 4K release of Halloween that came out back in 2018. With this film, I do see an upgrade on it. I really see that the color timing is more natural and warm. I think that you can see the lawn and the trees are a bold, brighter color. One area where it is a little bit more hard to discern is the dark moments. The blacks look dark and inky and they look great, but I thought those also looked pretty good on the previous film, so that's not a huge upgrade. The primary upgrade, I think, is going to be the first half of the film shots that we're looking at now, with Laurie walking home, Michael Myers standing in the bright lawn, and things like that. So watching the film was really, really nice this time. I think, like I mentioned, I watched the 4K this release that was back from 2018, and I definitely can see an upgrade on this. I think the color is my main takeaway, is that it's going to be a pretty big upgrade for it. But as we can see here, now we're moving from the lighter shots of the first half of the film to some of the darker shots. There is definitely more definition compared to the Blu-ray when you see some of these pieces. I think that I see Michael Myers a lot earlier in some of the shadow scenes. You can really tell with the lighting. There's some elements that you may have missed in previous releases, especially the Blu-ray, but night scenes definitely have a nice blue hue to them, as you can see on the ghost there. And as we move along here on the tombstone, I think that's one of the colors I noticed that really popped. So as we kind of finish up here, you can see, like I mentioned, the shadow scenes where I saw Michael Myers earlier and more clearly than I had in previous releases. So I just think it's really cool, and I'm really digging this release. I can't wait to check out 2, 3, 4, and 5, especially since those iterations have not had 4K releases, so it's going to be a much bigger upgrade. So Donald Pleasance wrapping it up here. Just can't say enough about this movie. I'm excited about getting in the other ones. I definitely would recommend it and view it as a solid upgrade on the previous 4K release. So if you're on the fence about getting it, I say go ahead and jump in.